everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
We're going to be watching more Luke Cage today. We are on episode 3 of season 2. We are not looking at the title, but last week's title was Straighten It Out. And a lot of things need to be straightened out for sure, because a lot of things are messed up. Mariah's not happy with Shades. He murdered Arturo in cold blood because he didn't like what he was saying. He was throwing insults about Mariah. So he was very impulsive when he killed him. And then Comanche had to go and kill the other 2 guys right away. So he reacted so quick. And he has words too.
What a bat of an eye. Yeah.
A lot of bad things happening because him and, first of all, he keeps questioning Mariah and challenging Mariah. And now he's like kind of talking to Shades about her daughter to him. Like, oh, well, maybe she's going to take your place or whatever he said. Like trying to kind of stir the pot a little bit. So that's not good.
No, that's not good.
And
yeah, he's getting too much into their business.
Yeah, and we were kind of giggling before because right when we were setting up, I said bushwhacker instead of bushmaster. So I was like, that didn't sound right.
And Mother agreed with you.
I know. I was like, yeah, it's bushwhacker. I'm like, I think it's bushmaster. So it's so funny. But yeah, so I think we're going to get right into this episode. We had some internet issues today, and I don't know if it's Spectrum, but all 3 of us were having issues, and we restarted our modems, our routers, our computers many times. So it's been like an hour at least of us like messing around, and I know, like we kept just freezing talking. So if it does happen during the reaction, we apologize. We will be back on the couch very soon at this point, and I'm very excited about that. Yay! It's been a long time coming, and thank you guys for sticking by us because you know, just because Dad's health isn't great, but he is doing okay, and that's the only reason why we were separated for so long. But we're starting to get comfortable, right, Mom? And you know, we just want to make sure Mom's
good. We got our booster shots too.
Yeah, so that's good. And they're feeling good, and yeah, so we go by Mom's pace, and we want to make sure you're A-okay with Dad, because she has to take care of Dad 24/7 because he needs constant care. But doing awesome. Love you guys. I can't wait to see you guys on the couch again. It's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, great.
Okay, so we're watching on Netflix. 203. He's thinking about what he did.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the son saw it, the girlfriend.
On the pool.
Oh, she's got the app.
Mm-hmm. Thank God for Claire.
You stopped him all right.
You called him out. Is he dead?
He has a concussion.
All right, he's alive.
Maybe a few broken ribs. If he dies, he'll be going back to Seagate.
Yeah, because murder.
Are you gonna arrest Luke?
Of course not. I'm gonna see if I can't smooth this thing out before it even gets to that.
Aww.
Look at that. Oh, it's not.
You know, if y'all out here doing your jobs, I wouldn't have to do it for you.
Don't you dare talk to me about sacrifice.
Yeah.
Now,
You could have just held him and
might have
called
cost me
911.
my best chance against Shades and Mariah. Jesus, Luke.
You never make things easy.
No, he doesn't.
Nope.
For sure. No. My goodness.
Ladies' man. Snuggles.
Whoops.
I want her nice and fat when I kill her. You look
It's
over
terrible.
still there?
This family has always been dark.
But now we can move past all that, can't we?
Put it lightly.
I'm your partner, among other things.
You didn't talk to me about your feelings right now.
Don't eyeball her like that.
She knows something's going on.
I
That's
the poor
really
thing,
good.
like.
Yeah,
I know.
But you like to be handled when no one else is watching. Most bitches do.
You know what? Misty!
Yeah, he likes to push buttons.
Now.
A woman's so fine, yes, it's always the answer unless no is required.
Well, sometimes she needs to hear no, okay?
No, I don't agree.
You call a popo on me, woman.
She had to get him checked out.
I'm gonna call Nike back. Good to see you, Claire.
Yeah, well, sometimes brutality gets shit done.
That's not good.
See, that's not
It's not
how
good.
he used to be.
Yeah.
He's getting
that was
frustrated
full
with
on,
it.
out of
Getting
control.
ready.
Personally, I'd sideline your insubordinate ass, but this decision is above my pay grade. You're the department's Private Ryan. They can't let anything happen to you.
What's she gonna do?
Ouch.
You little kids. I'm seeing faster than we seeing boy.
I never said that.
He's calling somebody. I bet you it's for Nigel.
I'm here on behalf of Mariah Dillard.
Stokes. Mariah Stokes.
Don't lose your cool.
Oh, don't. I'm kind of fearful for Chase.
I know, I'm always like... Oh, there's a head there.
Nigel had a big head.
Ah!
I need you to convince me of this thing, yeah?
Oh, he kept the head.
Jeez, I couldn't believe.
Just kidding.
He's gonna be behind him. Oh no.
And looking at Stephanie.
You mean
Billy.
Billy.
Glad you called.
Yay!
Colleen.
He said,
My goodness.
he's been trying to reach you and you won't pick up. They're just channels, okay, for our energy and our power. Chi.
Chi arm.
Chi.
Yes, Chi. Close your eyes. Okay. Wow. Hey, you came to me. Hey, you don't like that?
No.
Ooh.
To have somebody take your identity from you, your soul.
Well, she
I do, actually.
kind of does.
More than you know. You thirsty?
Got plenty of water.
That's not what I mean.
Alcohol.
And now I help people with special physical abilities.
Athletes?
Kind of, sort of.
Yes.
Or you make enough room on the door for both of you to float.
Titanic?
I know, it was so great.
Do you love Luther?
Yes, I do love Luke.
Oh. He's gonna know now. You need Carl.
God bless.
Huh.
He looks even happier.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's right here.
Hello.
You're all right.
I love a slow motion walk here.
Like the mannequin next to him.
I'm taller than this door.
All over.
Ooh.
Whoa, just like that. Oh my
Crash.
God.
Oh.
Ow. And you killed him. Really, guys? Come on.
I'm looking for Nigel, man.
Don't show him the
Headed
head.
elsewhere.
He worked his head off.
The gun deal with Mariah Dillard ain't happening.
Stokes. Mariah Stokes.
Boy, he's stuck on that name. Luke.
Just a shoulder. Ooh.
Don't
Don't kill him.
We're gonna freeze back.
Tear him out first.
Yeah. My God.
Ooh.
Oh, just like ricocheting it back at him.
Dude, what's he got a grenade?
With everyone there, duck and cover, guys.
Ooh. Right.
Okay, I think you're up.
He just walks away.
He's not liking it.
He's intrigued.
To inaugurate our sweeping
She doesn't
family
look
first
like she's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks like she's actually in that picture.
Yeah.
The lighting was weird. Yeah.
Dr. Matilda Maybelline Dillard. Wave, Tilda.
She's like, you didn't tell me this was going to happen.
Awkward.
The British Library.
Oh my God, how many did they drink?
Oh my
3
goodness.
shots
Wow.
each. 4.
Second largest only to the Library of Congress. Did you know that? Well, your dick is bigger than mine.
You goddamn right it is.
Get lost.
That's cool. I'm not really talking about you anyway. I'm all about the sisters.
I don't like him talking like that.
So,
He's too forward.
No, I'm right where I
He's
need
not
to
going to
be.
like it.
You that bitch that sent my brother to Danamora.
I don't look down before I flush.
Ooh, you got a real mouth on you.
Really?
Wow!
oh, come on.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Don't worry about it.
right.
This is your training.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow, okay.
With one arm.
You go, girl. Good.
Yeah, you just messed with the wrong girls.
I love it. See, she can still use her shoulder.
Don't you touch her hair.
There you go.
Nice.
This is very satisfying.
Oh boy, I tell you. Good.
Somebody got their swagger back.
After how many shots?
They're so cool.
Look at that.
They are.
Light them up.
They both have good walks.
The more he does, the more it hurts, right?
Oh, so he's just studying his technique?
Yeah.
Yes, he is, yeah.
Saltine or Ritz. Either way,
Oh,
you win. Because I want my cheese.
Oh. Don't open that bag with her.
I will
Oh, God, no.
Piranha!
Oh,
Get your tight ass in here!
Oh,
We got the money.
she's hearing that.
her daughter just saw that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to feed your anger to prove a point.
I'm a man. Okay? Full-fledged.
Escalating.
My anger is real.
Sometimes you have to step on a cockroach. I get it. But when you
Literally.
enjoy the
Literally.
stomping, what's next? You're blaming me? You're blaming your father?
Oh, no.
You're blaming cops?
Don't talk about my
There's
father.
that again.
Okay?
Don't tell him you're sorry.
You've become the ogre.
Enough!
Oh,
Oh, my goodness. Look at, whoa.
Ooh,
Oh,
see?
see the
Losing
anger.
control.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
you guys might have to cool it.
Oh, it's-
You're gonna have to go, honey.
So talk it out.
If you want to talk.
She's
Oh,
wanting
I'm
to.
scared.
That hole you just put in my wall? That was my childhood. That was my mother and my father.
Oh, no.
You know, I would never hurt you.
She wants to believe it.
You need to go. Right now.
I hate this.
I love you,
oh, jeez, her.
and I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh, what?
Goodness.
Wow. We know he's strong, but to actually knock Luke down with one punch,
Yeah.
holy crap.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't expecting it either.
Unguarded. Yeah, he was
Not
just
good.
oh, wow.
caught off guard.
It's crazy having three parties, like major parties going against each other.
Yeah, that is fun.
Big time.
I think Mariah
Jeez.
is in a lot of danger because this guy really wants to take her out. Like, he's so obsessed with saying Stokes every time to correct everyone
That's
about
right,
Mariah.
yes.
You know,
Right.
like, I just think maybe Mariah is going to be intimidated where she might even need Luke's help down the road. Who knows?
Who knows?
I believe it. I believe it because she, even though she's doing wrong, you know, selling off, getting the 20 mil, she's the calmest one out of the bunch. I mean, she really is relying on Shades. Shades just took a deal from some guy he doesn't know.
With a head in a
offering
bag?
more money. Yeah.
There's Nigel.
Doesn't even like, hey, he gave us even more money without even like questioning why.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And then on top of it all, Billy is being paid off by Bushmaster's guys to get more intel on Mariah. So now that's really bad.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? All these things that are
Yeah,
just so
yeah, that's
messed up
right.
going on, all intertwined. And we have, you know, oh, well, my name's Stephanie. Well, Billy. Billy's going to be your name now. Like, just changing face. Like, this is your
right, yeah.
persona while you're working with me. And she's totally the one who's being, like, not even manipulated by Mariah. She's actually manipulating her, kind of, you know. Like,
Yes, yes.
She's actually
And to
screwing her
blackmail
over.
that guy
Yeah.
to get money for her coalition and for, you know, and to put into what she wants to do with the plastics, you know, just sell it. Have her, you know, it's okay for, you know, you have to approve everything just to blackmail. I mean, that's some pretty serious stuff right there.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
And she's
Man.
always so calm
Yeah,
doing
she's
it too. Like, she's very confident
she's
when she
really-
tries to undermine
Yes.
people and manipulate them. And
Mm-hmm. It's just so,
That's right.
you know, so, yeah. so happy about and gloating, like, I got you.
Mm-hmm. She's very confident. Now, with Mariah giving that speech and like about her daughter and stuff and about her, you know, her boyfriend or father of her child dying and stuff, do you think she only did that just to pull her daughter closer to her, to make her open up and feel bad and understand why I guess she is the way she is or something?
I think she probably did to make her feel bad for her, for Mariah, and to, you know, go closer to her mother. I don't know.
Yeah, and on the spot in front of everyone.
Yeah, I think she did it for everyone to pull together, like, she's been there. So, you know, this is her dream to, you know, pay it forward, if she will, you know, and with your help, with the community's help, we can do this together. I've been there.
Yeah.
I know what it's like, kind of deal. And that's what our PR person said. You know, people would really, they love a story. They want someone right there. And she had to pull the wool over Tilly's eyes because the story wouldn't be believable. So even if it is a good story and it's a true story, it had to be spoken with Tilda in the picture and to have them show, oh, not only is that my daughter, she's also a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know she's kind of conning her daughter. I'm kind of hoping she does care because you could see a lot of emotion in Mariah's eyes. But at the same time, I'm like, is she just doing a power play here? Because she's trying to, I mean, she wasn't in her life all this time. And because she was told, oh, you should do this to have a really good image for yourself. If you want to be there for Harlem, you can't have a bad relationship with your daughter. So I'm hoping it's a mix of the two, that it's not full on just business, her trying to look good in front of everyone to get what she wants. Because it's hard to tell with her sometimes because her emotions, like she has strong emotions, but it's like proud almost. So she has regret kind of in her face, but I just don't know. And I'm just worried about Tilda and what, you know,
I really am, but you know, she's a smart cookie, and she just saw her mother with a bunch of money throwing it. You know, she sees the boyfriend, who's kind of shady.
I hope the light bulb goes off in her head.
Yeah,
Jeez,
she's a smart lady.
Yeah,
I mean,
got it.
Yeah, I think she'll get it. Yeah,
she knows what's going on. She was all, you know, very affectionate to her daughter in the office, and then as soon as Shades comes in with a bag of whatever, she's like, "Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll stop by your store."
Yeah, until he throws her out.
Yeah.
Now, Shades is actually making me nervous because, again, I go back and forth, and I was like, okay, will he betray Mariah at one point? I know he really seems to love her, but he kind of has his emotions on his sleeves, too, in a way, where he keeps eyeballing the daughter. Like, the thing that Comanche said to him before last episode to challenge him, like, ooh, it looks like the daughter's kind of stepping into your place or something, and he didn't like that, so now he's full-on listening to those words and staring her down every chance he gets. Like, I'm like, well, that's really not good, because he's going to take action at one point, and that's a daughter. You know, like, that's kind of crazy. Like, it's all about business, and he's obsessed with Mariah only, and the daughter doesn't matter. He's not even, like, considering that. Oh, wow,
says,
you're bringing your daughter
family.
back in? Yeah, I'm family, too. Like, just kind of see
Yeah, she's a little jealous on, to Mariah,
So he's not really a family guy. He's more like just boyfriend guy who just wants what he wants. So that's kind of dangerous,
partners.
too. That's not good. Now, going to Luke, how did you feel about that whole exchange between Luke and Claire?
Well, I think Claire spoke her piece. She has to tell him that she really, worries about him, how he's going on the dark side, really. He's got to be, he's got to have, with his temper and things, he's got to, calm down with that. It's really,
I think she spoke from the heart. I think she, she was telling it like it was, and he didn't like it one bit. I don't know if she should have said anything about seeing his dad. Maybe she could have kept it on the lowdown for now, but she just lays it out for him, and he doesn't like how it's laid out, and he is becoming kind of like a cockroach. In a small way, he's starting to show his aggression.
Yeah, because
he was angry at the situation, and he took it out on an item. But that's how it starts, unfortunately, sometimes. And she's lived through that with her childhood. And, that nobody wants to live. If you put that in your mind that you do not want to live with that anymore, I mean, you're not gonna. And no matter how much you love that person, you can't.
Yeah.
You have to love yourself enough to separate yourself from them. And
That's right.
I really think, I don't think they're going to get back together.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty serious. I mean, Luke, he drew the line.
I know, and I try to stay in denial about the whole thing because I'm like, oh, okay, this is just a lover's tiff, and they'll not get over it, but they'll talk it out, and it'll be okay. But violence is a huge thing, and if she's had that in the past and promised herself, like, that's a big step to go through.
She's seen it
stuff
before.
Like that.
And she probably heard her father say, I'm sorry, I love you, I'll never touch you.
Yeah, and then this
I'll
is
never
going to
touch
happen
the kid.
again.
And it's going to happen. And she's heard that record over and over again. And she's done. She's serious.
She's strong
I
for
have
that.
a feeling she's going to leave him.
Yeah, and I don't think Luke would hurt her, or at least he wouldn't intentionally do so, but he always was there to protect people too, and he really lost control of that other guy and almost killed him. So it is a possibility. I don't want to think that. He doesn't think that. He doesn't want to think that. But when he recognized what he did afterwards, like, he was completely shocked and scared too, and he realized at that point, like, wow, I really did lose control. Because to actually break through a wall, I mean, yes, he's super strong, but to actually go that far without realizing the destruction he was going to cause, I mean, yes, it was a hole. It wasn't like he knocked down the wall because it's Luke, but still, he did something very destructive out of anger, and he wasn't even thinking and didn't realize the outcome until after he did it. So that was blind rage, and that's terrifying. So
it is, especially after he just assaulted a guy where all he had to do, I mean, he's Luke Cage. All he had to do was hold him down and have the girl call 911 or pick him up and bring him down to the precinct.
Yeah.
And
that's true, definitely.
Have them take care of it. But he kept going that extra mile. And then he's justifying it to Claire. And Claire's like, that's not cool. Claire saw it.
Definitely not.
It's not cool.
It's
and
not
then
cool.
he has Misty, cover for him, and now she's in trouble. When's it going to stop? And then he puts a hole in her wall. I mean,
and he victimizes himself too, because he's like, well, why'd you call the cops on me? And she's like, no, I called Misty for you. And then they had to call the cops after or something. But you're going to let a guy bleed to death like he needed care and stuff. I mean, he's a terrible person, don't get me wrong, but you can't bring justice into your own hands. Like, you see vigilantes like that, but what are you, a hero, a vigilante? Like, you have to know who you are. You can't just play all fields because you're going to be confused and never, you're going to be just messed up and not know who you are. And he's just going to go down a bad path. And here he is. Like, he's getting too aggressive, and he's getting really cocky with that, too. Like, she even said, you're deflecting the blame off yourself and blaming other people all the time. Like, it's never on you. And that's not good, not taking responsibility for that. And he really does seem like he's in denial. Like, everything that Claire would say, he would throw it back and be like, you, my dad, and just blame everyone else but himself. So that's not good.
He's in a bad place right now. And I think with... now coming up against this other guy, he's going to go to a low point, and he's going to probably need her, to help him, maybe take care of him or something. And maybe that will be good for both of them to see where he gets that low point. He sees his dad, maybe that'll bring them back to a good point. But I think it's going to be a while before he gets back together with Claire, no matter how much, he thinks he's going to see her the next day.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that we saw Colleen, too.
Yeah, that was nice. That was really nice.
Yes,
I was really happy to see that. Her and Misty are great together. I love that.
That's right. Yeah,
they are.
Short and fighting those guys, too.
Yeah, she needs
really
Colleen right
them.
now. She needs someone to, get her confidence back up.
Yeah, she's a good teacher, too. I mean, her sitting back, watching Misty fight those guys, and even her swinging with her right arm and not realizing, like, oh, crap. Like, that was a good moment, because I know you guys felt it, too.
Great.
Like, whoops, I don't have that. But then she looked at Colleen when she fell over, and she's like, yeah, you can't act like, or not act, you can't feel like you're handicapped. You still have to be yourself and defend, and you can't, woe is me, you can't, like, feel weakness there, because then that will be your weakness and you'll just accept it, kind of thing. So I like how she stood up and she was able to wail on those guys and take them out. And
and what a scumbag. I mean, just to start hurting someone just
and have a weapon ready.
You don't have an interest in
them.
A barfly.
Yeah, like immediately he was ready to fight her. I mean, I know he wanted revenge for his brother, was it, or something? But I'm just like, wow. I mean, you're beating up on. I'm sorry. Like, yes, you can be very strong. Like, Misty is a strong person, anyways. But she is handicapped with one arm. She's a woman, and I know a lot of strong women. But come on, I'm like, you're gonna really gang up on her and use a weapon and try to beat the crap out of her. I'm like. I was like, what a jerk. But yeah, she really held her own, and I love Colleen fighting too. And I like how she stepped in.
Too.
Yeah, and they hugged each other. And I like how like Colleen, like she stepped in once things got out of control. Like once the guy actually broke the glass to use it as a weapon.
Right. I loved how she just sat there smirking when she first started fighting because she was telling Misty, hey, I've got confidence in you. You can do this, you know, and just let her do her thing for a while until it got out of hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
good. Being a good friend.
Yeah, and I want to rewind back to Claire going to see his father, seeing Luke's father.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know that was pushing it. I don't know if she really should have seen him, but I understand that she's trying to connect in some way and just see what's going on because Luke's so stubborn. And I think it will be good for Luke to actually reach out or at least just talk to his father. It doesn't mean that things will reconcile and be okay. But maybe they can be somewhat okay, like some closure. Like, not that they're going to have a relationship, a good one, but just to have some kind of closure because Luke has too much resentment against him, and that's what's feeding his hate.
That's right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I
he's
agree.
Just living his past.
Yeah.
I think he recognizes, his father recognizes that, hey, I'm human too. I have my flaws. I've done some things in the past. I think that him being such a, his ego was so big himself, he finally comes to Luke, to talk, and he's got to give him that little dig of, hey, you're Carl, you're not Luke, and stuff like that. But I think he is starting to, he's opening the door. He wants Luke in a little bit. And I think he was starting, the conversation. And for Luke just to do that, he's hurt too. So, it's going to be a long road, but I think it was good that she came.
Yeah, so hopefully things will work out, and I'm hoping that they can talk things out, but you might be right, that might be done, but it might just be a while. I'm hoping that they are really good together. I want them to stay together.
I know they are. I know.
They're so cute. They really are in love. Yeah.
Drawing the line, boy.
It is. I know. I know. I'm trying to make excuses there, but that's where it starts, right? So I'm really hoping that they can work it out. But we'll see what happens. And Bushmaster, he was actually watching Luke's moves. That's why he was sending all his henchmen out to fight him first. And he actually recorded it and was training in his moves. So that's pretty crazy too.
Yeah.
Yes.
That good.
Yeah. That's tremendous. I first thought it was the kid, with the Heroes app. It's like, oh my God, what is he doing? He can't be there. He's going to get in big trouble. But he was just videotaping to study and to learn his every move. He holds on to grudges, it sounds like kind of like with Mariah with the Stokes thing, they must have a family feud there. But I think he just he wants Harlem. He wants to be in control of Harlem.
And there's a lot of entitlement in this show as well, because Mariah wants Harlem, and you have Bushmaster now who really wants a Harlem, and he goes after Luke, and Luke's like, well, I'm its protector. That was better because he's he wants to protect Harlem. He doesn't want to rule it. But Bushmaster really does have a way about him. He full on is ignorant or arrogant enough to be no, this is my home now. This is where I belong. So not good. Right in front of Luke's face. Punching him out. That's crazy.
Right, watch out.
Yeah, everybody has to watch out now. Not good. Not good at all. And Luke, I love him so much. And, he gets really cocky now with how he's so indestructible, especially with the Judas bullets now not penetrating him. So for this guy to knock him down, I don't like Luke getting hurt, but maybe it'll kind of knock more sense in him to be all right, you got to step it down a notch and realize there's still dangers out there. And you're not that invincible, because he's taking everything into his own hands and doing what he wants right now.
And saying that you can't get me, you can't, nothing can get to me. Yes.
So apparently
do you know who I am? Who says the guy, do you know who I am?
Oh, when he went into the restaurant, and he was talking to that lady. Yeah, so he when he said that too, that stuck out to me too. Where I'm like, yeah, he is very famous now, but to actually talk like that, it's kind of arrogant, you know. Like, you don't know who I am. Do you even know who I am? Yeah, it's a little hard. But anyways, can't wait to watch the next episode. I hope Luke and Claire can work it out, but Luke and his father probably have to like talk it out first, and then maybe down the road something can happen there. We'll see.
Hope so.
So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye guys.
Bye.